In this video, you are going to learn about what is standard deviation and how to calculate standard deviation. You will be calculating standard deviation with the help of simple 5 steps, and any person who knows about addition, subtraction, division and square root can find standard deviation very easily. Now let's get started. First question is, what is standard deviation? Standard deviation is basically a measure of dispersion of your data. How much does the data vary from the average or mean? Actually, it is a measure of spread. High standard deviation means data is spread over a wider range of values. Low standard deviation means data is closely clustered around the mean. So you can see here in this example A, the data is widely spread, so it will have high value of standard deviation. You can see the spread here. Now in B, figure B, you can see the spread is a little bit less, so low value of standard deviation. And in figure C, it has the lowest value of standard deviation because data is clustered around the mean. Now how to calculate standard deviation? Let's suppose you have these 6 numbers and you want to calculate standard deviation of 13, 10, 8, 15, 12 and 14. You are going to learn how to calculate standard deviation is in 5 simple steps. The first step, find mean of all values. And how to find mean or average? Add all these values and divide by total number of values, which is 6. So the mean comes out to be 12. So step number 1 is very simple. Calculate mean of all values. Step number 2 is subtract mean from all values one by one. Here you can see x is assigned to all values and x bar means mean, and we are subtracting mean from all these values one by one. X minus x bar or x minus x mean. This is called distance from mean or the difference from mean. So step 2, subtract mean from all values one by one. Step 3, square the difference from mean. So simply square these values. Square of 1 is 1, square of minus 2 is 4, minus 4 is 16, the square of 3 is 9, 0 is 0 and 2 is 4. This is called square difference. So step 3 is square the difference from mean. Step number 4, find mean of square differences. Here you can see this sign. This is called sigma. Sigma parenthesis x minus x bar parenthesis close whole square divided by n. So what you are going to do is sum all these values, this means sigma, and divide by n, which is 6, and the answer comes out to be 5.66. This is called variance in statistics. So you have calculated variance here. So step number 4, find mean of square differences. After this comes step 5 or the last step. Simply find square root of variance with the help of a calculator. So here variance is 5.66 and square root of 5.66 is 2.38. So standard deviation 2.38. A quick review of 5 steps. Step number 1, find mean of all values. Step number 2, subtract mean from all values. Step number 3, square the difference from mean. Step number 4, find mean of square differences. And step number 5, find square root of variance. So you have calculated standard deviation 2.38. This is called as population standard deviation. It means that there were only 6 values in all and we had to find the standard deviation of these 6 values. But more often you have to find standard deviation of a sample. A sample is carefully selected few values from a large pool of data. To find standard deviation of a sample, there is a subtle change. The first three steps will be same. In step number 4, to find variance, add all of these values, x minus x mean whole square, mean of square difference, and instead of dividing it by n, divide it by n minus 1. So this is a little change here. N is 6 and n minus 1 becomes 5, so 34 divided by 5 comes out to be 6.8, and this is the variance. This is sample variance, and taking the square root of this variance gives us the sample standard deviation, which comes out to be 2.60. So we will use n for population standard deviation and n minus 1 for sample standard deviation. I hope the idea is clear now. If you like this video, please hit the like button. If you want to learn more about statistics, Python programming, R programming, data science, please subscribe this channel, Pydemy. Thanks. Happy learning statistics.